Hey, what's up, you guys? I am sorry about lighting and all of this. It's been a minute since I've used the camera, and it's also late in the day, but we are finally here for Columbina's character teaser and her trailer. I'm very, very excited for Columbina. I will be pulling for her no matter what. My pity and pulls are looking pretty bleak, but I will somehow get her home. It will be done. It is possible. We just have to believe. But yeah, no, we're gonna start with this, and I'm sorry if I'm gonna make this small for you for a moment, but I want to read it. Um, but night frost clings to her wings, rousing her from her sweet dream. Fate, like a silken web, lies curled within a cage forgotten by time. Now, I've managed to basically avoid spoilers of any types for this. I've probably seen a screenshot of it because everyone's done their reactions already, and YouTube wants to give them to me. But without further ado, go.
It's exactly how I imagined. This feels just like where I was born. I've always known
Oh,
that this was my true home.
she's just like hopping around with the lone
Everything
Atar.
is so bright here on the Frost Moon. I don't need to hide anymore. And I have all the time I need to think about my origins and where I belong. With the Kuhanki here, I don't really feel lonely.
Is this like a dream of what
But
she wants it to be?
sometimes I miss you all.
And then you hear us, all of us waving up at the moon like we said we would.
Prayer night is here again.
Yeah, no,
It's
this
a
has to be a
shame I
dream.
can't be there. But I'll send my best wishes with a ray of moonlight. Time has flown by. So many fond memories of last year. That was the night when I came to...
Yep, fucking Dottore.
No, it didn't
No,
work.
not the Kuhenki.
Even true moonlight cannot pierce the false sky.
Mm.
This is not the moon.
Oh, us reaching out.
And yet,
Oh, I know.
I still exist.
Rear. I'm on there. The music here, though.
Time to go. Columbina.
Time to go? Go where? Like, okay. I wonder if this is almost a really good depiction of what she thought of in the moment, because it starts off with such an enjoyable time for her, you know, with the Kuhenki. Well, the Loanatar, but she has a bunch of the Kuhenkis with her as well. Um, and like saying like this is what I thought it would always feel like, and giving her all this time, and because she has at least some of these little friends with her, right? She's not lonely to the fucking snap of Dottore, having her captive. Like, this first half is what I really am curious about, because the latter almost is genuinely a retelling of a little bit how she left us. Like her decision then and there, knowing that Dottore will be able to keep using the powers as long as she's there, so she made the decision to go. And like almost the tapping of everyone. It didn't show her actually touching everyone, but maybe she did. Or there's a purpose behind even the select people she managed to lightly pat. Um Knowing that, those things touched by the moon goddesses, they get, the moon goddess's blessing, which, as she pointed out, does typically fade, no lasting harm, but it's like a blessing of sort. And so maybe that's why she went about and just the light pats on the head, and then kinda that same position of the poking us. It's what she did when she teleported all of us after Revere's first major attack on us. Uh, Not first. I guess is the whole group relatively first. Um, at least when Sandrone first came in with Polonia to try to end his existence, right? We're gonna go through this actually again. This time I'll just pause if I have anything to say. But I don't know. It's really the feeling I'm getting from this is a bit. The words are slipping my mind, but she's withdrawn in the sense of knowing what she has to do or what she believes is the necessary step, right? It's like, the very last sentence. Let's just press play and then we'll get
It's
to the line.
exactly how I imagined.
But yeah,
This feels
exactly as
just
she
like where I was
imagined.
born. I've always known that this was my true home.
Her true home. Hmm. Like, we know that she's being rejected because the heavenly principles threw her out. Like, not her necessarily, but her moon out. But it's intriguing too. It's like that this is my true home. It's almost kinda, like, completely different, but when we went to the quest with Anefa and she's trying to find her true home, right? Like, what does home really mean?
Everything is so bright here on the Frost Moon. I don't need to hide anymore.
'Cause, yeah, like, almost like a
And
whimsical
I have all
dream,
the
this is how
time I
she
need to think.
wished it could be. All the time she needs, and, like, she has all of them here, so bright, no longer, like, forced to hide in seclusion. It is a really pretty sight here with the moon, and then you have all of the fucking galaxy above you, but
About my origins
that
and
one.
where I belong. With the Kuhanki here, I don't really feel lonely.
I don't feel I don't really feel lonely as she is sketching, like, drawing one of her friends that wouldn't be on the moon with her, the one of her friends that's stuck down on Tavat. I keep saying I say Tevat and Tavat, I don't know, I'm sorry. I mix them up. But, yeah, it's a little different, and this was one of her fears too, not knowing if she would ever get to see the Kuhenki again, leading toward this era of, is this a reality or truly just a figment of, like, her imagination, right?
But sometimes, I miss you all.
And she doesn't have the card in this too. And the fact that the moon seemingly is
Moon
visible
night is here again.
when
It's
it
a
shouldn't
shame I
be.
can't be there. But I'll
The one in
send my
our
best
sky is
wishes
fake.
with a ray of moonlight.
The ray of
Time has gone
moonlight.
by. So many fond memories of last year.
And then this.
That was the night when I came to.
That's the Kuenki falling. Wow, okay. Candy dropped.
No, it didn't work. Even true moonlight can.
Cannot pierce the false sky. Hmm. Is this in reference again to how Dottore was able to create a false moon that was closer to where the portal was, so it teleported her there and not even to the real moon that she was hoping for. And then even just the true moonlight cannot pierce the false sky also almost like having this moment of even if she had made it up there, her goal of communicating like to possibly be able to, you know, talk to them and let them know that she's okay wouldn't have worked because the sky would block out any of the messaging she would have wanted to leave them.
Not pierce the false sky.
Just darkness
This
taking over is
is
not the
not the
moon.
moon.
And that was just really cool and creepy. Flashing, yes. I don't think I can. Yeah, it's all sudden here.
It's not.
Here. Yeah, it's just her fading out. You see that? It's really cool how they did it too. Because you start seeing all of the effects on her as she's fading away. Oh, yeah. It's just a really cool look to her prison because it looks like the prison as she's up in the air, and then Dottore just right behind her,
And yet,
and then
I
all of
still exist.
it's the fact that Revere is here. Okay, everything else can almost in a way pinpoint what happened in the moment before her decision, but it's the fact that he's in this moment too. Is it in reference to the fact that she's about to go into the same portal that he, and Valindis did, in a sense? Or is there more to his existence here? And yet I still exist. Yeah, it's, our fight against him. What does 'Cause it the interesting point of Dottore being brought in before Rerir here, and I'm guessing that's probably us because 'cause we're the last one she reaches out to. So Paimon, Flint's, Lauma, and so on and so forth. We had Ino over there as well with Yehoda. Mm. 'Cause yeah, she pats Paimon, Lauma, Yehoda, and then goes to us. Then we're fading.
Time to go. Columbina.
Time to go Columbina as she makes that final step. So interesting. I have many many questions. I'm excited, the time's currently 6:49 PM. You know what that means? The maintenance is almost done. Uh, will I be able to stream it? Probably not. I have an appointment tomorrow. Should I be awake that long? No. Oh my god. I'm so yeah, past and present. Really a really good depiction of it too. But happy birthday Nahida teaser. Yeah, all of us are just getting the Nahida PTSD, huh? Yeah, she touched each person to say goodbye, is kinda what it gave. Oh, okay, she's starting with balloons, and it looks like almost their depiction of the moon from, the teaser. Okay, I am so ready for this. You can tell I'm not anxious about it whatsoever. Her steps echoed through frostbitten woods and snow-locked palaces, guided only by a fleeting image of home that danced at her fingertips. Though she escaped the shadows that once pursued her, the threads of fate still hold fast. Still, she lifts her wings, longing for a place to finally belong. Again, about finding a home where she can be welcomed and all of this. I just realized too. Wait, oh, okay, no, this is gonna be so good. Hopefully, actually leaving it to what it wants to be will be good. Well, everybody, character trailer Columbina to where she flies. Oh my god, it looks so good already. Mm, Silver Moon Hall area, or like scenery of it. Tahisi Isle. Oh, such a pretty shot. Ooh, was that like everyone finding her and then worshiping her? I'm sorry, the music caught me off guard. Oh, and like feeling trapped but reaching towards something, but it's elusive. Dragged back in. Oh, little girl falling at the okay. Mhm. Sorry, I love that track, but it hurts me. The beach. Mm. Yeah, it's supposed to be revered here. I was gonna say, yeah, that's Dottore, or like depicting Dottore. A whimsical, like a dance. Um, ooh. That's supposed to be us. And then the fucking hunt. Oh my gosh. This is so pretty. And then all the strings holding her captive, like in place. Mm. Oh, no, not that shot. I just show they're broken, but she's gone and just feathers remaining. Her splash art. And then closing. I don't like the ending. Okay. I came in not expecting anything. That was magical. I'm so okay. I want to there was a specific shot um that reminded me of a scene directly from Because of You. It's a Honkai Impact animated cinematic, but how angelic do you want her to be? Yes. That's always the answer. Yes, tomorrow we take back the moon. But yeah, okay, so Russian ballet here is just so freaking enchanting. It really is. But yeah, ballet dancers show who interacts with her throughout her journey. We're gonna rewatch it, don't worry. But yeah, I thought that was rear breakdancing. Technically, it is in a way. It was Rear's stand-in, that's for sure. But Dottore taking over the tune, it truly was really well done. It's just that end is so, like, somber and her fading into the darkness, like, genuinely, like, it's like the eyes closing and just the fade in. I actually, because I commented on it, I do wanna just bring up the specific shot. I did this for, obviously, when we were doing the Honkai Impact, last part of Amphorius, mainly because of who was very focused and present for that, but I wanna show why I reacted like that specifically. Okay, ignore how bright I got, but, this. I'm putting it back a little bit so we're not starting on the moment, but I don't know. Anytime they do the particular a character's there and then the light goes away, it's like there's bright, but then it turns dark. It's genuinely biased because I saw this first, although time ago. But this particular shot, like that light go in focus, but then it the light goes away, the disperse there. It's what it gives me, and so I'm concerned. And we know Columbina, she cares about her friends, and she's finally, you know, been gone to the point where she realizes that all of us around her and, her harbinger buddies, they all care. This wasn't always a give and take. It's like almost found family, like this love friendship type deal, and wanting to protect them no matter the cost type of deal. I feel like is encoded in her, and I don't like that. Because that means I'm worried for her. And I know this is Genshin. This isn't Honkai Impact where I have to be scared 24/7, but I will be. This isn't the first like I've played too many games, watched too many things. I know how things go. It's scary. No matter I'm not getting off topic anymore. I thought of a really good example, but that's just off topic. So, let's go into the rewatch of this. Amazing trailer. The music is just hands down phenomenal, and the way they animated it and depicted kind of her tale through, what we've gone through in Nod Cry, and I bet there's more to it as well, like, how every space always seems so relatively very open, but, like, empty, kind of how she viewed life this whole time, just longing for the moon, like, where her true like, her story is, possibly, just yeah. Let's go. It's so pretty. I did want to look in the balloons. Sorry, because it's really just the galaxy, and then maybe it's because of where it's placed, and so it's reflecting the floor. But there's it's a shape here. It's probably nothing, and I'm just reading into it. But the shooting stars in the scene with the animals, almost like her landing. This is how she came to be, right? And then like I said, it's her beginnings to up into where we are now in the story. Initially, it was really just the wildlife. No one was there to witness her birth. And the one thing she looked for and longed for. Because yeah, they slightly changed the outfit of the figures doing the dance. That I didn't announce that this is the one where I'm pausing. I do apologize for that. Depending on the pausing, we might go through it again with me trying to shut the fuck up. But what am I looking at here? Her being held up in front of this device. It looks like there's buildings behind it because there's still so much we don't know, right? We don't know what her promise to the Saritsa was. We just know that she fulfilled it, which is why there was no betrayal of any sort. Could this be a part of it, or is this like her unlocking or being played? So much we still need to find out. And would this just be her time in the Fatui? Because it could still be with the people of the Frost Moon, but the helmet's changed a little bit. And then she stumbled her way back to Nodcry. The music from the festival as she reaches out. Water coming in. Detore! The earring and the shading of the coat. Fucking Rerear to the wild hunt because of Rerear. Because him being like a big part, mastermind to it all. And yes, us swooping in. Even though it's so we're not the only person, right? We're not the only one who is able to show Columbina that there's more to life, that, maybe she does truly have a place to belong. Ignoring all stupid, cursed Tavat laws, there is a place for her here always. But we are one of the first other than Lauma, because Lauma, for very understandable and smart reasons, did essentially she met her, she was kind to her, she even apologized, but she did still have to go into hiding. It was an ask of, "Can you please don't be seen, stay away for a while." And then we come in and we kinda ultimately, through our power of getting in trouble and getting involved with everything and anything, bring a lot more energy and stuff to her life. And, you know, it was really nice and smart how Traveler handled a lot of her interactions too, from us just wanting to help her, right? We don't want anything in return, but because that's how all she's known her whole life here, we kind of initially played into it a little bit. We're like, well, maybe in the future, like just trying to make her feel comfortable while not instantly like making a demand, not like proving her theory right. And, through that, she got to run into Sandrone again, with all of us together when we fought against Revere here. We saved her. We didn't let her all of us didn't let her sacrifice herself for us. She she got in contact with Arlecchino again, and just really things started opening up for her while also the laws of the world were just taking from her into getting her name. Us coming in just really ultimately brought a bunch of people who initially would not have interacted or gotten along in the way that they did. We were that little glue piece that was like, "Oh, hey, we know you, we know you. Yeah, yeah, come in, come in." And yeah, I don't know. It's just really cool showing us here in this sense, and the very minor details that they can really throw into these almost like superhero, supervillain model types to do this dance performance of her journey onto that. Golden and just the outfit choice. Her opening her eyes, the starry field. Mhm. And turning into doves. Yeah, taking out her rear. Sorry. And it glitches out as depicting her maybe, a little dove, but she's being held there. Mhm. The beginning shot with sand, but her eyes are open, and then mm, and then the strings are, gonna say moving. I was trying to say, like, an actual different word for that, but they're moving while she seems to have dispersed into a bunch of different feathers. And then again to her constellation, where it's an eye it's literally like like an eye open, the light shining through the original tune. There's a ring there, and then it closes into darkness a second time, leaving the feathers to drift off. Ah, I am so concerned. I wanna just give her a hug. By a hug, I mean a million hugs. Dottore, when I get my hands on you, you will be the easiest weekly boss for me to fight. Even like not even talking about mechanics. Your mechanics are probably gonna kick my ass, but I mean like every Monday, I will look forward to jumping into your domain and taking you down. That's what I mean. This is Child 2.0. If I ever need to fight a weekly boss just to fight a weekly boss, his name is on the top of the list. Um, yeah, I love my girl. She's great. It's been so fun watching her kind of come out of her shell in a way since the first one back in Luna 1, cuz we don't know much about her. We just know she's the damselet, and we come to find out she's the moon maiden as well. So the moon goddess. Uh and we slowly see like while she's very weak from the power being sapped from her, she has such a like really calming air in the way of talking. And while she doesn't know everything about like she's like with Durin, I would say. Socializing not really their forte. Both don't completely get it. But you see her slowly finding a comfortable tone and air to take whenever she's around other people. She's clearly the most comfortable bantering, I know, with Sandrone, but and you see how appreciative she is with Arlecchino and was totally willing to talk to her once we got our first part done. She was apologetic too, feeling like she's doing like asking too much of Arlecchino. And you see even that little tell when they were talking about the eclipse and other like the dynasties of Conria, she looked over for like a silent approval from Arlecchino to speak. we see her opening up and getting more energy and just being a lot more lively. In so seeing her in serious situations where time and time again she's proven she's like, "Well, I'll be the bait." "Oh, well, if as long as I'm here, Dottore can control the 3 moons," and so she throws herself into fucking unknown horrifying danger. It's just really eerie because we see her form these bonds and friendships and see how much she appreciates them and then it just really paints how much she's willing to give for them. Uh, and I guess that's where the fear of maybe she'll do something a bit crazy to make sure we actually take Dottore down if we manage to find her. I don't know. There's so much of the story I don't know what to expect, and I think this trailer just added to it. Anyways, while I honestly could end it here, I think we all deserve me shutting up. Let's go through this and then I can give final thoughts. Right? But yeah, the final rewatch in 3, 2, 1 now. Yeah, no, I'm 100% in the belief that they're hinting behind um some possible thing that she was tasked, like the promise she had with the Saritsa here. Because the second she flies up, it's definitely her like moving towards the Fatui, her time with the Harbingers. This. This this has to be she brought up a weapon and then she mentioned a promise. Whether I don't know if those two things are going to be tied together or not. But this is a very big part of her time with the Fatui because it goes from this um into her moving forward, like trying to run towards the light, be it the moon, like the reflection of the moon, her way home, with the Fatui trying to block her, and maybe a depiction of her being put under arrest. Like they want her to get brought back. Like that's why she's getting snatched, and then she stumbles here, leading to her time with the others, leading to fucking Dottore plotting for her because she's going to be that final piece so he can fulfill his fucking lunatic dreams and obsession. Uh this this is amazing. I could okay, no joke, I will be probably re-listening to this a trillion times, but I will also be watching this a lot. But for the sake of all of you guys, if you are still with me on a video that should not be 41 minutes long, I appreciate you guys dearly, and I hope we all have a great time saving Columbina and kicking Torre's ass because it's what he deserves, right? No. Do let me know what you thought about her teaser and especially her trailer here. Both are amazing, and both of them leave me with an uneasy air, right? They did a good job of almost kind of just telling her story from some of her past to definitely all the way up to the present. But it this one especially, the last one too, both kind of hint towards a almost somber future. We do know that her future was death, whether it be literal or in almost a sense of her getting a rebirth. But with her fate being the moon, it's just we won't know until it happens. There's no way of us kind of putting the final pieces together because it's going to be unpredictable. And it's oh, man, I love how they did this. I love how they represented it, the different, points of her life, be it the Frost Moon Scions, to the Torre stuff, to the stuff with Reverie, and then us as well. It is such tiny, minor things that maybe I'm making up. Trust me, I could be. But I do believe, like, there's just little tiny things so you can really just visually, even without all the extra fun flair to it, can just tell what's happening. And it's just an interesting viewpoint into maybe how she's been seeing things this whole time as well. So, yeah. I'm scared, I'm excited, and yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to give it a like. If you wanna be notified of whenever I post my nonsensical ramblings or gameplay, please feel free to subscribe. But until then, guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.